Hello everybody, Gives Mac here, and today I want to be talking about the second Battlefield Hardline beta. Now, there was some information on the second Battlefield Hardline beta, and I'm going to be talking about that in this video. Now, we don't know an exact release date. They haven't said that yet. They may say that in the next couple days. They'll actually give us a real release date, but we do know the maps and the game modes that we will be getting in this second beta. Almost all this information is coming from the official Battlefield site, so if you want to go check that out, then link in the description. There are going to be two maps. One is called Downtown and one is called Dust Bowl. So Downtown really seems to be almost exactly like High Tension, which was in the first beta. I don't know if this is exact. I mean, maybe it's like Downtown, but it's a bit different. Or maybe they just renamed High Tension. We don't know what that means and why why the name is different. But we also got Dust Bowl, which I do not think that we've gotten to see before. Maybe they took a map and renamed it. But from the screenshots, Downtown looks exactly like High Tension, and Dust Bowl looks a lot like a desert map. It looks kind of like a desert. Like you have a diner in it. You have a motel. It seems like. And, we have seen a few desert maps in the first trailer for the reveal of Battlefield Hardline that was, like, right around E3 last year. So we did see a desert map. We don't know the name of that desert map, and this may be that map. Now, there are also two game modes. We got Hotwire and Conquest. Now, we don't know if one of these maps will have Hotwire and one of these maps will have Conquest, or both of them will have Hotwire and Conquest, or how that's going to work. Now, the last beta was only on PS4 and PC, I believe. It wasn't on Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PS3. Now, this beta will be on all 5 platforms: PC, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, and PS3. So that's pretty cool. If you want to play it on all platforms, you will be able to do it. Of course, if you're playing on like the last-gen consoles like PS3 or Xbox 360, you'll probably only get a 24-player conquest instead of 64-player conquest, just because last-gen consoles just can't handle that, and it will have worse graphics, and it may not have as big of a map, just because they can't handle that. And so, but hopefully on next gen, on PS4 and Xbox One, they'll probably have 64-player, almost exactly like PC. So for the first beta, we only saw 2 game modes on High Tension, which I guess would be Downtown. So all we saw was Heist and Blood Money. Now, both of these game modes were new and they were pretty cool. And on the second beta, we'll be seeing Hotwire, which we have seen a bit of gameplay on, and Conquest, which I don't think we've seen much gameplay on Battlefield Hardline, in trailers and stuff. But we already know how Conquest is going to work. Now, I would have liked to see something like Rescue. I really want to know how that game mode works. I would also like to see maybe Heist again. Now, Thaddeus Sasser, who's the lead multiplayer designer on Battlefield Hardline, he tweets out some stuff, and he's been talking about the beta. And this one person asked him on Twitter, "No Heist for the beta. Love that mode. Not really a fan of the 64-player madness." And then Thaddeus Sasser basically said, "You want to see Heist again in the beta?" And then people said yes. And then he said, "Roger." And then later on he said, "Well, of course I'll look into it." Now, he is the lead multiplayer designer, so he's not like the lead person at Visceral, but if they do add Heist into the game mode, I think that would actually be pretty cool. Now, hopefully for this beta, we don't know what guns we're gonna get. Now, I do think that there is unlimited ranks, so you can, it's not like you can only go up to rank 20 or rank 30. I'm pretty sure you can go up to 150, which is the max of the actual game. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully we get a few more weapons than what we've seen in the first beta, because we saw kind of standard weapons that you'd expect from a Battlefield game. I want to see some more weapons that we don't expect from previous Battlefield games. We don't need to see every weapon in the game, but just some weirder gadgets, some more niche gadgets, I guess. That would be pretty cool to see, just to see how they work and to give our thoughts on those. Because that's what the beta is for. It's so that we can give our thoughts on the game before it comes out. Of course, the game's only coming out in about 2 months. They're not really going to change everything. But hopefully they do, take our thoughts into consideration. And hopefully the second beta is a bit different than the first beta, just so that it's, just so that we can give thoughts on other things. Now, if you want to go leave your thoughts on the beta and, you know, leave your thoughts on stuff in Battlefield Hardline, then go to the forums on Battlefield Hardline. It will, you know, you can just go there and, you know, have like a general discussion. You could talk about the beta. There's actually a beta post on there. You can leave your thoughts on it, and that will work out pretty well. You can also tweet at some Visceral devs, Thaddeus Sasser, Steve Paputis. Both of those will probably respond to you. But I say, you know, either forums or Twitter would work pretty easily. You can also leave your thoughts in the comments of this video. We could see this beta in the next couple weeks. Maybe late January, early February would probably be the time that we'll see it. And I'm very excited for the beta. I wish that we would have gotten a release date. Now, Thaddeus Sasser said that basically they didn't want to put out a release date until they know like when it's going to be ready. But hopefully that's soon, and hopefully it doesn't take too long for the beta to come out. So let me know in the comments, are you gonna play this beta? Because it is open, it is gonna be free. You don't have to, you don't have to sign up for anything. It's just gonna be downloaded. You could just download it on Origin, or if you're on like Xbox or PS4, it'll probably have, where you can download it on there, and it'll be free. It's, works out pretty well. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this beta? Will you be playing it? Because it is free, so I don't think many people will be opposed to that. And if you want to, this isn't the exact final product, but it is pretty close there. So if you want to know if you like the Cops and Criminals game and the gameplay of the game, of course there would only be 2 maps and maybe only a few weapons and stuff. So hope you all enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.